All right, what is up, guys? JaretCampisi back for another episode of the Carbon Panigale series. That's where we take this beautiful 1299, we customize it, and then we give it away when we're done. If it's something you'd like to be a part of, you'd be entered to win this bike, help make these series possible, head on over to patreon.com/Campisi Customs. And today's episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be riding the bike so that we can help build a custom map for the bike, for the rapid fuel controller that we have. We're also going to be cruising over to the powder coating shop in Carlisle and looking at colors to powder coat the rear spring. My dad's going to be coming, Christina's going to be coming along. It's going to be a lot of fun, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Look who just pulled up on his trusty 1995 V4 Honda Magna. What up, Pops? How are you? Good to see you.
Ready to go riding today?
You bet your ass I am. Look at the beast. The beast is ready too. So upgrades we did, Dad. Yeah, the grips.
They grip your hand. Yeah, they
and
grip
feel
your
the
hand.
feel the slack now in the.
Virtually none.
None. Yeah, it's all gone. New levers. Feel those?
I saw how you guys said you could easily
Yeah,
adjust
look
them.
at
That's
this.
sweet, dude. All right.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Yeah.
And then you see we put the stickers on, the blacked out stickers.
Ooh.
Isn't that awesome? Gives it kind of like a factory look to it.
Yeah,
And then
it really does, too.
The carbon brake ducts too. Do you see those?
Hold on.
They're cooling ducts.
Wow.
It funnels air in, right into the caliper, so it helps cool them down. And it also keeps rocks and debris and stuff from getting under there. We also put the radiator guards in there to protect the radiators from rocks and stuff.
Oh,
Debris.
okay, yeah. I
See them
those.
black ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh!
She's a beast.
Dude, I love the fact you can simply adjust these to your thing.
Especially for a giveaway, it's perfect, you know, because people can put it wherever they want.
This bike feels so light.
Isn't it absurd?
Oh my god.
And that's a full tank. I just filled
Wow,
that
that's
up.
amazing
Yeah.
how light this bike feels. This
Well,
is
it's full
gorgeous.
carbon, dude.
All right, let's start our day.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
I know. This is my mom's new dog, Macy. If you remember our old dog, Sadie, she passed away probably like 4 or 5 months ago. And then
How they
my mom
do
picked
that?
up a new puppy, and her name is Macy. She's just a little bulldog puppy, and she's a muffin.
They are. You're exactly
She
right.
bows to you. It's hilarious. That's Macy. All right, so I'm with my pops. He's up here on his Magna. Christina's behind me. We're heading over to Coating Concepts in Carlisle, and we're going to look at color options for the rear spring color. And while we're heading over, I just wanted to talk briefly about what exactly I'm doing here with the riding of the bike. So we installed something called a rapid bike fuel controller, and it's an automatic fuel controller. So what that means is it actually builds a tune for the bike while you ride it. So Rapid Bike actually told me make sure you put on at least 200 to 300 miles on the bike in order for it to build a custom map, and then it will, you know, give you the most amount of power. It'll also be like, you know, nice and smooth for the bike, and it also adjusts based on the current conditions, so it's always making adjustments, you know. And that is different from when we did a Power Commander tune, which is where you go to a dyno, and a dyno person actually builds a custom map himself based on the current conditions. Now, I've never used a Rapid Bike auto fuel controller before, so this is kind of my first time trying this out. I've heard really great things about other people who have used them, but I'm not sure what kind of power we're gonna make or anything like that, so this is all kind of new to me. So I'm kind of excited to see, you know, how the whole process works. Now, I would say one of the main advantages to using a Rapid Bike fuel controller is no matter what your conditions, the fuel controller is always going to be making adjustments to make sure that it's going to be the best for your current conditions. And that is different from a Power Commander custom tune, where it's only going to be tuned for whatever the conditions were that day when the dyno tuner actually built that tune. So hopefully that kind of makes sense. Does that make sense to you, Dad?
Sure.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. I think I had 3,333 miles when we first put the Rapid Bike fuel controller on there. So we're going to kind of keep track and let it build a tune. And I have noticed the bike is starting to ride a little bit better and more smooth as I've been riding it a little bit more. So we're definitely going to try to put at least 100 to 200 miles on it today. And that's kind of one of the big reasons why I wanted to make this video and just explain what the hell's going on for anyone else who might be interested in trying something new. First impressions of the Rapid Bike fuel controller, I definitely noticed a difference. When I first started putting a couple of miles on it, it was really inconsistent with the tuning. Sometimes I'd pull out and it would be really smooth. Sometimes it'd be a little bucky. So I could tell that it was trying to like figure out the map. Now that I've put about 80 to 90 miles on it, it is a lot smoother with the throttle delivery. Now granted, we also add those Panigale spacers, throttle spacers, which also helped a lot. But I think between the two things with the spacers and the Rapid Bike fuel controller, the bike feels much more smooth and a lot more easy to ride as a daily rider, I would say. Now, as soon as you go over 5,000 RPMs, the bike completely turns into an absolute monster. So between, you know, the full Acro system that we did there, the carbon wheels, the carbon bodywork, it's so light now and it has so much power that it's like, it's out of control how fast this bike is. So I mean, that's, yeah, it's not something you'd really want to use as a daily rider, but you certainly can. I'm cruising along on the highway at 65. I'm comfortable. I got no heat under my ass right now. And
that's big right there.
Yeah, and the throttle's not super jumpy, so you know, it definitely, I think we've built a really nice package. So I'm really excited for whoever's gonna get this bike. There's Teens on her R3 looking like a badass. We're both on blacked out bikes right now.
I'd rather be on that bike.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
It's beautiful.
So it's girl approved, huh?
When you see it in person, it's so different than on video.
Yeah, it definitely looks.
You can see the clear clutch is amazing. Yeah.
It's a special bike.
It's like winning the lottery. They're gonna love it.
Yeah,
I think you're right, Christina.
It's a really special bike. Yeah. And here we are, coding concept.
So childish.
Just so they know we're here, you know.
So childish.
Just so they know we're here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that
like, because this is gonna be matte carbon
matte
and
carbon.
that will stand out.
Glossy
compared
will
to
at least make it not disappear. You'll still see it a little bit. I even think gray could be cool, but then you're getting a lot of shades of silver and gray over here. So I think my vote would be gloss black. What do you guys think? Gloss black, Dad? What do you think? Tell me your honest opinion.
Pop it with the red.
Really?
I don't know why, man. I don't know.
Teens, what do you think?
I like the gloss black.
Gloss black?
It's Batman's bike. The whole point of doing this
All
is
right,
we wanted,
that is true,
we wanted
man. That is
stealth.
true. That's a good
We
point.
wanted stealth
That is a
mode.
good point.
Okay, so I'm gonna say gloss black for me. I'll let the patrons make the final decision. I'll put up a poll, but I think that's what it's gonna be. So we're gonna start up the bike for them. Joel and Jesse are here. They're the ones that are gonna do the powder coating for us. Jesse, is it? Yeah. He has a Gixxer 600 similar to mine. He actually has an 06, which I was telling him was like one of the best years I think for the body style. But I'm gonna start up the carbon Panigale for him. So I think that was a good trip. I like those guys. They were cool guys. I think we got some color options for the patrons to decide on, but we all know what I would choose, right? Dad, rev yours for the YouTube. Ho, 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 ho. I like the sound of a V4, man. I think it sounds awesome. So now we're heading over to get some gas, and then we're gonna go to Owl's of Hampton and get some lunch. All right, so we're just cruising along. Feels so good to get some miles on the Panigale. I can definitely tell the fuel controller is making it just a little bit more smooth, a little bit more refined every mile that we put on it, which is really good. And I was talking to my dad and Christina about which next bike we're gonna do. And I have a couple ideas of what bike I want to do next. I think doing a V4 Panigale would be really cool. And I have some ideas of what I'd like to do to it. And then I also think doing like an XD oval would be really badass as well. And then I think that's something I'm going to chat with the patrons about and eventually it's going to come down to their decision since they're the ones that support these builds and make it possible. But you know, I also really appreciate my YouTube family as well, so anything that you guys, any feedback that you guys give, I take into consideration too. So let me know in the comment section below what you think we should do for our next bike build. My dad was like, how are you going to top a carbon 1299? And I was like, I don't think you really can top a 1299 full carbon. What do you think, Dad, for the next bike? What would you
You know what I think, young man.
The Diablo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's just because you want a Diablo.
Dude, I don't think I'd ever leave Dado's garage. I'd just stand there all the time watching.
What do you think, teens?
Either one. A Diablo is just completely different, and
Yeah.
that might scare away some patrons.
It
Yeah.
might bring on some patrons.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. All you've done were sports bikes, so it'd be a big change.
But you know, I don't want to get stuck doing all super bikes. There's a
Yeah.
lot of different bikes that I love, including cruisers and cafe racers and
I agree.
Dude, a cafe racer would be a nice change.
yeah. So I think it would be cool if people were down to support different builds. But you know, we'll let it up to them and we'll see what happens. So just fueling up the bikes. I just can't get over this carbon Panigale, man. This looks so freaking incredible. We got gas in Teen's bike. My dad got gas. Now we're gonna head and get some food. All right, so we ended up at Owls of Hampton. This place is absolutely amazing. If you've never been here and you're local in the area, I highly recommend it. I got a cheesesteak stuffed pizza, which is incredible. It comes with a side of marinara, which is always amazing. Christina got a slice of cheese, which is as big as she is. And my dad got a slice of pepperoni. So here's the current bike situation. Taco just pulled up on his badass Indian dark horse, which is freaking ridiculous. We got the carbon Panigale bat bike, the Magna 95 that's falling apart, and the blacked out R3 on Christina's baby. So we're gonna head over to the casino now, put some more miles on the bike. I'll check in with you guys on the bike. It cooled off a little bit. It's just like perfect temperature right now. My dad's got his riding jacket on for once in his life. And we are heading out to the Hollywood Casino to win some dollar bills.
We're putting some miles on your bike.
And putting some more miles on the auto fuel controller. And it's just gonna keep cooking my ass until we get there. I should have some well done balls by the time we pull in. This is one of the prettier parts of Harrisburg, I would say. This is the best we got. We don't have an ocean, but we got a river. So that's the best we got. And I can also do this. It sounds like a tornado, dude. I just wanted you guys to hear. Listen when I freaking upshift, guys.
Wow.
It pops and then listen to the downshifts. It's so freaking badass.
Yeah.
Isn't it ridiculous?
That's awesome.
It's just music to your ears, guys. This Acro pipe sounds so good. And I can tell that the fueling's getting better and better as I ride more. Yep, so it's really getting nice.
The casino.
All right, we're pulling into the casino. I'll check in with you guys in there. One little downshift for you. And the bike's so light it just turns over. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, I love it. I had to film in here because it sounds so good. Oh my God. That is so ridiculous.
Hey, at least you didn't drive your bike like your dad.
I know, my dad's... Oh, burn! Burn! Called him out right on YouTube. Called him out. Watch it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so my dad locks his front wheel. He's got a front wheel lock that locks it like this. And he pulls out the other day, revving it, feeling like a badass. After winning money.
Good. In front of everyone.
And then drops it right in front of everyone. And he had just thrown his back out like a week earlier, so he goes, Taco, come pick my bike up. You can't feel like less of a man at that point. Yeah, so all the ladies just went straight to Taco.
All right, let's edit that.
Let's edit that. So this is the Hollywood Casino. These are some of our favorite games right here.
Upstate New
So we're
York.
gonna try our luck for a little bit, and I'll keep you posted with how things go.
Recording it and
So it's won $22 on a 38-cent bet.
I won $1.20.
$10 already. Yeah. Dad's like, so this is what this feels like, huh? Well, that's the end of the casino run. Pops lost. How much did you lose?
40.
40 bucks. I lost 20 bucks.
I lost 0.
Teens didn't put any money in the
I bought
machines.
Jared a beer for
Taco,
$6.
what'd you lose?
37.
37 bucks. But the good news is we got beautiful bikes.
The tree's blooming.
And we're gonna go for a ride. We're gonna take the back way home, so we're gonna actually not take the highway. We're gonna go back through all the back roads and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's really scenic right there. We could take the bikes up to the top of this and get some really nice photos.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. But I'll check out with you guys on the bike. So we're heading back home from the casino. It is like 6 o'clock or 6:30, and it's the temperature has just like gotten perfect. The sun's going behind the clouds. It's probably like 70 degrees right now, no humidity, and it just feels phenomenal. But my GoPro battery is about to die, so I think this is where we're gonna have to leave it for today. We got a solid 120 some miles on the bike today, so that's really good. Probably about 100 and some more, and we'll be ready to put it on the dyno and find out how much power this bad boy makes. And I think it's gonna be a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed something a little bit different. We've got another episode coming up very soon. So if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to be entered to win this bike when we're done, check out the Patreon page. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.